I'm going to be trying something a little bit different today. I've got loads of spray paints and all different colours and I love them. And I'm going to see if I can use them on my moulds. This mould is getting a bit past it, so I'm not worried about using it on this mould. But I'm also going to test how well they work in colouring resin as well. I just need to give this mould a bit of a clean, quite dusty. I always find a baby wipe cleans your moulds lovely, and then I let it dry rather than go over it with a paper towel or something. Paper towels can be a little bit abrasive and take off the shine of your moulds. I don't know if you saw my resin hack video that I released a few weeks ago. If not, check it out. I'll link it at the end of this one, because it shows what really does damage your mould and what hacks are out there that actually causes your moulds to dry up and reduces the life quite dramatically. There we are. So that should be fine, and I'll let that dry. Now remember, whenever you're spraying, always wear a mask. You don't want to be breathing in the fumes, but it is going to muffle my voice a little bit, so I apologise for that. Oh, you might be happy about that. You might think, thank God for that. And I'm also going to be using a little bit of cardboard or paper here to cover up bits as and when I don't want it to be sprayed. I'm going to put some gloves on as well, because I don't want the spray paint all over my hands. So I'm all ready now to start my spraying. Make sure you give your cans a good old shake up first. And I'm just going in and doing some random patterns and seeing what happens. Well, they're coming out quite pretty. I'm going to let them dry completely before I put any resin in them, because I think that's what I would do with any of these types of things. I would always let it dry first. And I will link everything I use in the description below, so don't worry. If you want to get hold of it, I'll link all these spray paints and everything. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let those dry, and then the rest of them I'm going to test with spraying the actual spray paint directly into the resin before I pour it, and we can have a look and see what happens there. So I'm going to let that dry. That shouldn't take too long to dry, and then we can go ahead and do the rest of the test. These have all dried now. Well, they're well touched dry. Only took about 20 minutes for those to dry. It's going to be interesting to see what they come out like. So what I'm going to do now is mix up my resin. I'm going to use a pure glossy for this, because I want to try and get a really nice glossy finish on them. And there's no smell in here at all now. I haven't got my mask on at the moment. I will when I start to put my resin on. I will put my mask back on. And the reason is I've had my wonderful air purifier by Resiners on the whole time. I always turn it on as soon as I come into my resin studio. And as you can see, the light is now lovely and light. So it means there's no fumes or any VOCs or anything floating around in it. It clears those fumes out so quickly. So now I am going to put my mask on and mix my resin up. So I'm mixing my resin up now. I'll mix it up for 4 minutes. I'm using my Resiners dual-headed mix-up because I want not many bubbles in it. And this will give it a really great mix. Takes all the work and everything out of doing mixing, and it mixes so thoroughly. And the great thing is it comes with these silicone paddles of 2 different sizes, depending on what size you're mixing. So there's the smaller ones. You can have 2 lots go in at once if you want, which is useful, especially if you're mixing a deep pour and you've got quite a lot of resin to mix up. So I'll leave that for 4 minutes, then we'll decant that out, and I will spray some spray paint in some and fill some more up. That's at its time. I can take that out, and all I do is lift it up. This is very stable, by the way. This is a heavy base, so it's very stable. Get a stick to remove as much resin off there as I can, and then I will wipe this blade off straight away with a baby wipe. I don't leave my resin on there to cure, because curing resin does dry out silicone really quickly. And this will extend the life of your blades if you clean them straight away. And this is charged up as well. It's not corded. You can run it off the cord, but I always charge it up and it lasts weeks. So now I've got that resin mixed up, all I'm going to do is, with this one, fill these with a clear resin, because I want to see how well it picks up off this mould. We'll give that a few minutes, and then we'll burst any bubbles that come up using a long neck lighter, not a torch, because again, a torch will reduce the life of your mould and can damage your mould and damage your project. There we go. Move that to one side for a bit. And now I'm going to pour some in these jugs. This is what I'm going to be using with my spray paint. So don't forget to give them a good shake again first before you spray them in there. Hopefully this isn't going to make this flash cure. I've given it 3 good sprays. And now I'm going to mix that in, see if it needs any more. Might need a bit more, to be honest. Oh yeah, that's come out nice and sparkly. The silver. Probably put a bit of mica powder in there as well. But I'm not going to, not for this experiment. Oh, that pink is beautiful. And then what other colour? I think we'll use yellow. Turn that around. Now all I'm doing is some rough pours really with it. We can see what happens. We check to see if it affects the curing in any way, or if it affects the colours or how they come out. Let's do some solid ones as well. Just one colour. I really wanted to do that triangle, but I've spilt some in that. Clean that out. So there's some solid ones. And now I'll just fill up the rest with what I've got left. And we'll leave those to cure. What I'm going to do is do a few swirls in a couple of them. And this one I think I'll do some. Hopefully this isn't going to prevent it curing, and it should all work out fine. But we don't know until we've tried. Okay, so now I'm going to leave it for 5 minutes. Then I'll go over it with a long neck lighter, burst any bubbles, and leave it to cure, and we can have a look at it. I hadn't noticed I'd got some clear left over, so I poured a little bit of clear in here. Now I'm just pouring a bit of these colours on the top of that clear, letting it sink down. I'm going to use all the colours. Then I'm going to swirl them into each other. And then I'm going to top it up with clear again. See how that one works out. And there we are. Yeah, that might be interesting. And now these have had 5 minutes, I can go over them with a long neck lighter and burn these bubbles off. There we go. And now let it cure up. These are all cured now, and I'm really looking forward to taking them out. I'm going to do the ones where I sprayed it into the... Oh, look how beautiful that is. Look at that glossy. How glossy that is as well. But that has come out so beautiful. They work so well. That's the solid one. That's the silver. Sparkly silver. I do like a sparkly silver. And that's the sparkly pink. They used to do blue in that colour as well. Come on, Rust-Oleum, get it back in stock. It ain't been in stock for about 5 years. It might have been discontinued. You could do so much with these. I'm loving this. That's got 2 different colours in there. That looks like a burst. Well, it definitely works. And it works really well. And it's gone lovely and hard. There's absolutely no contradiction to the curing of that. Oh, look at that. That's magnificent. That, you can see where the mould's now getting dull on that. What I'm going to do is go through this mould using one of the hacks that I tested out in a previous video. If you want to see the results of the hacks that I tested out, then I'll link that video at the end of this one, because there's so many hacks out there that people suggest that really don't work and actually can damage your moulds. The red is amazing. It's so hard to get a red, and if you put a little bit of red mica in that, it's going to work even better. This is the one where I used a bit of clear, then I put some in, and then I used a bit of clear on top. And I think that's come out really well. It's like a whirl in there. I'm not sure if my camera's picking it up. Trouble is, this is so shiny, this resin. Oh, yeah, really like that. So let's look at the ones where we sprayed it on the mould. Well, that's come out nice and clean. And it does give a different effect because you get that, like, the mottled effect that sits in there. And again, that one's come out very, very clean. I'm concerned about this one because I put it in very thick in there, and I'm not sure if it was dry all the way through. But that does give a great texture to it. Same for that one. Look at that. Now, let me show you them without my hand behind them. And you can see that you can see through them as well. You could put a lovely backing on them. Oh no, that's all right. That's come out well. It's not got any shine to it because, like I said, this mould's getting to the point where it does need a bit of... But look at all the beautiful texture that there is in there. And I think you'd struggle to get it any other way. Just makes things a little bit different. Nice lot of texture in there. And that's not bubbles. That is lovely and smooth. So now we could make that up into jewellery. But we have got quite a bit of rubbish on this. And I want to make sure I can clean this off. Now, I use this Big Wipe spray, as you know. I've shown it in a lot of videos. It's not sponsored by Big Wipes at all. They don't even know I exist. I use this for my mats. I use this for my mould. It's got no alcohol or anything like that in it. And it kind of conditions them as well. So let's see if this is going to clean off this mould. Oh, yeah, look, it's coming off really easily. Let's turn that so you can see it. I mean, I'd let that soak in a few more minutes. But that is coming off that mould. Oh, beautifully. I will definitely be able to use this mould again once I've got the shine back into it. Get a few more uses out of it before I have to replace it. That's cleaned off there really, really well. I'm very pleased with that. And I told you this mould was getting past it. I actually pulled the little post off that, but I'm not too worried. That means I can use it without the little hole in for a little bit longer and maybe drill a little hole in, but that's no problem. But yeah, that's come out really well. Happy with that. And I'm very pleased with how all these have come out. That is without a doubt my favourite of all of them. That so appeals to me. And I think that one's my second favourite. And my third favourite is without a doubt that one, I think. Let me know in the comments if you've used spray paints before. And if you have, how you've used them. I'd love to know. Be sure to check out the video, like I said, that I've got coming up next. Boog that like button, hit that subscribe button. But most of all, enjoy your resin. Take care. Bye.